If Timnath, Colorado were a person, it would be that kid who showed up to high school after summer break in a brand new spanking Tesla, and suddenly everybody wanted to be their friends because they're Mr. Richie Rich.
Yeah, because 20 years ago, Timnath was basically farmland, a few old farmhouses, some irrigation ditches, a railroad history, and not much else.
Yeah, and today we're looking at luxury golf courses, luxury homes, highly rated schools, million-dollar neighborhoods, top-notch community pools, walking trails galore, and some home prices that make parts of Fort Collins feel like a true bargain.
So what happened? How did this tiny farming community become one of the most desirable places to live in all of northern Colorado?
Yeah, and more importantly, is Timnath actually worth that moolah? And are people paying luxury prices because everybody else is doing it and you want to keep up with the Johnsons?
Yeah, so today we're going to be breaking down everything you need to know about moving to Timnath, Colorado. We're going to talk about the schools, the neighborhoods, the lifestyle, the cost, the HOA fees, the metro districts, and a few things brochures conveniently leave out.
Yeah, because trust me, nobody's marketing brochures have ever started with, let's talk about your metro district taxes and HOA costs.
And that's probably for a good reason.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Real Talk Colorado. I'm Zach Jordan.
My name is Connor Martin.
And this channel, we talk about the real truth behind living in northern Colorado.
None of that fluff stuff that other people are doing.
We're not going to sugarcoat all of those other crazy things.
Yeah, we just want that local, honest insight from people who live here and help buyers relocate here every single week.
And today, we're talking about one of the fastest growing, most talked about communities in northern Colorado. Yes, Timnath, Colorado. All right, guys, so let's jump in and talk about what Timnath actually is. Before Timnath became one of Colorado's fastest growing communities, it was a small agricultural settlement along the Poudre River.
Yeah, the Catcher La Puta River. Back then, it was even called Timnath. It was actually called Fairview, based off of the school that was built there.
Is that still what is on the original old little elementary school building?
Yep.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You got history, baby.
Everybody needs a little history, you know.
We're not East Coast history, but, you know, we're close.
We're getting there. Yeah, and this area, it settled in the late 1800s and revolved around farming, sugar beets, potatoes, livestock. I think they even grew alfalfa here, so pretty much anything northern Colorado. Alfalfa?
There we go.
Alfalfa. But yeah, pretty much anything here in northern Colorado was originally built on.
Yeah, we like that dry land wheat now and stuff, so things have changed a little bit. But yeah, no, what really changed Timnath was the railroad that arrived in 1882, and it changed everything. The farmers finally actually had the access to bring their product to markets, and that really started Timnath as a true growing community, what you could consider back then.
Yeah, but let's fast forward to 2010. Timnath had roughly 625 residents. I mean, that's not much at all. Think about that, 625.
I mean, I lived in a town in Kansas of 500, and I'll tell you, you rarely saw people.
No, thank you. Northern Colorado is already too small for me, but I guess that's just the sense of community.
Texas lover.
Everywhere you go, you know people. They're friendly. You meet new people. Like it's still a tight knit community.
It is.
Loveland, Fort Collins, Windsor, Johnstown, all of them.
Yeah, I know you probably see more people than I do, but even me, with how little I like to talk to people most days, I still run into pretty much someone at least once every day.
Absolutely, it's kind of crazy. So.
Yep. So since 2010, 625 people. Today, they are over that 10,000 people mark. And that growth continues every single year.
Yeah, and I believe the cap, I mean, they're only going to be able to support about 30,000 people. So, like, it's going to grow and close quick.
Yep.
Yeah, so as Fort Collins expanded east and Windsor expanded north, Timnath found itself sitting in the perfect location right between, and developers noticed, like, Costco is right there, and that is when everything started coming. So right at that intersection,
that In-N-Out's right there, man.
In-N-Out,
they know where to go.
Barbecue, Panda Express. There's Banks now. There's Wendy's, Chick-fil-A, Starbucks, Walmart. And those are all going to be Timnath addresses, but they are technically like Fort Collins to me because it's right off of I-25 in Harmony, just on the east side of I-25.
Yep. No, I mean, it's a heck of a location if you're a Costco lover.
Absolutely.
I mean, there's plenty of people. Yeah, I get you. You got to buy 18 pounds or 18 bags of dog food. And honestly, guys, if you're thinking about relocating to Timnath, Fort Collins, Windsor, Loveland, Berthoud, or anywhere in northern Colorado, that's exactly where we want to help you guys out. We want to navigate you guys to the best place that's that's going to fit you guys best.
Yeah, not just finding the right house, but finding the right community for you. We want to find the right schools for your family and the right lifestyle, and making sure you're not making that expensive mistake, because people do make expensive mistakes.
Yeah, they definitely do. So if you're thinking about making a move, please give us a call, give us a text, send us your email, reach out, however works best for you. And trust me, we're not going to be spamming you like all these other people are.
Yeah. Make sure to subscribe, because we got a lot more of Northern Colorado videos coming every week. We release one every Monday at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So you gotta check us out. Look at us. I mean, we're pretty good to look at, in my opinion. So why not watch a 20-minute video and also learn about this great community that we live in?
So one thing we hear from people all the time who are relocating buyers is, I want a new home, but I don't want to be too far away from Fort Collins. That's the dream for everybody.
Yeah, and that's exactly where Timnath shines. Most homes have been built within the last 10 to 15 years.
Yeah, which means open floor plans. They're going to have the big, huge kitchen islands, vaulted ceilings, better energy efficiency construction. I mean, Fort Collins, Timnath are on the top leading edge of that. The modern layouts that everybody's looking for, and that smart home feature that are finally starting to get implemented into a lot of these Northern Colorado homes.
Yeah, and people relocating from California, Texas, Arizona, Washington, Timnath feels familiar to them.
Yeah, it feels like the suburban communities that they're going to be used to, except with great mountain views of the Rocky Mountains. So you're going to be close to the outdoor recreations, 10 to 20 minutes away, and a much different pace of life.
Yeah, plus the neighborhoods are incredibly clean. There's parks, trails, community spaces, playgrounds at every community in Timnath. Open space, everything feels very intentional and planned out, well thought out master plans for Timnath. And if you've visited Timnath before and you're considering it, drop a comment below. Let us know what attracts you most. Is it the schools? Is it the newer homes? The amenities that these neighborhoods are offering? We're curious what draws people to Timnath.
Yeah, and let's just jump right into it. Let's talk about arguably the biggest reason families move here. It's going to be the schools.
Yeah, Timnath is primarily served by the Poudre School District, which consistently ranks among the strongest school districts in Colorado.
Yeah, I mean, that's the reason why most people are moving to Fort Collins, and Timnath gets to enjoying that the bounty of having great schools. So some of the numbers that are really going to stand out is there's nearly 30,000 students in the Poudre School District, about 1,900 teachers, which is roughly around that 16 students to 1 teacher ratio, which is great. I used to be in classes of 30.
Yes.
So, and that probably makes that stand out a little bit better with graduation rates being around 87%. I wish my test grades looked like that in high school. So
Yeah.
that's pretty dang good in my opinion.
Yeah, and many test scores consistently outperform most of the state.
Yeah. So one of the most sought out schools is going to be Bethke Elementary. It is one of the top tiered elementary schools in Northern Colorado. Some of the recent testings have showed that they have 73% efficiency in English and language arts, 65% in math, and 70% in science.
Those are extremely strong numbers.
Yeah, and then you've got Timnath Middle High School, which is always great to have the middle high school because you drop all your kids off in one spot.
Yep.
And it's a top-notch, one of the newest campuses in Northern Colorado.
Yeah, they're going to have modern science labs. They're going to have career and technical education programs. They're going to have performing art facilities. I mean, the newest athletic complexes here in Northern Colorado.
Dope stadiums.
Yeah, the district level stadium there, it's just awesome.
Yep. I know Zach's probably spent some time up there. And really, speaking of athletics, Timnath athletics have become extremely competitive in Northern Colorado and all of Colorado in general.
And across all the sports, like just to hit on a few, the girls soccer program won back-to-back state championships. The girls golf program has won state titles, and participation continues to grow incredibly fast year over year.
Yeah, I mean, with that population, they went from a 3A school to a 4A school
right away.
Pretty dang quick.
A year or two.
It threw me off seeing that. And some other interesting stats is that more than 50% of Timnath households are going to have kids, which is spectacular if you're a family and your kids want to have some friends in life.
Yeah, because what that really means to you is that their parks are going to be busy, sports are going to be busy, playgrounds are going to be busy. You're going to be able to get out there, make friends. There's going to be strong family atmospheres throughout the entire town.
All right, now let's talk about what really separates Timnath's lifestyle.
Okay, because honestly, Timnath feels different than many of the surrounding communities.
Yeah, we are very fortunate to have communities like Harmony Club, which is a top-notch golf club place. Wild Wing, which provides great lakes and outdoor recreation. Timnath Ranch, which is very family-friendly focused and a little bit more affordable. And then you also have Trailside as well, which is also a great neighborhood to be in as well.
And which is crazy is because all these places offer amenities that go way beyond most people's traditional neighborhoods.
Yeah, I mean, my neighborhood had nothing in it. I got 2 little pieces of grass we could go play
Paying
in.
that HOA fee to cover nothing.
Yeah, I was going to say, they won't even let us play on it. They have a sign that says, don't play, don't touch, don't look.
Yeah, I think every community over there's going to be like a community pool. There's going to be clubhouses. There's going to be walking trails.
Yeah, they're going to have fitness centers, lakes, golf access. It's huge out there as well.
It's starting to feel really like a resort community, which is freaking awesome for a subdivision.
It's pretty dang cool when you have a restaurant right inside your own, neighborhood.
Yes.
And that's exactly why some people are absolutely loving it there right now, is because you have everything outside your back door.
And then we have the others wondering, like, is it really worth the price tag?
Yeah. It is. If you got to think about that, is the amenities worth the price?
Lifestyle. You can't put a price tag on lifestyle is my rule of thumb.
100% agree with you on that one.
Yeah. So, yes, let's talk about the elephant in the room, Connor. It's going to be the cost.
Yeah, Timnath, I will say, is pretty expensive when you start looking at their prices, and there's really no way around it.
Yeah. Today, it's common to see homes ranging in the mid-600s to well over $2 million in Timnath community.
Yeah, the sweet spot tends to be around that $700,000 to $900,000 mark. That's really where a lot of people are trying to focus their attention on when moving to Timnath.
Yeah, and at that level, you're often going to get a 4 to 5 bedroom house. You're going to have 3 to 4 baths. It's going to be anywhere between 24 to 4,000 square feet, like 3-car garages. We're going to have finished basements. It's going to be a awesome property.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to be all pretty solid once you get past that $700K mark. Mm-hmm. All right, so we're going to jump to that next level, the next tier of Timnath prices. That's going to be that $900,000 to $1.2 million range. Now, that's going to be entering more into that luxury property, that territory where you're going to start seeing some major improvements on the houses, lots, and locations.
Absolutely, and then if you want top notch, it's going to be the Harmony Club. That's going to take everything to another level entirely. I mean, you can spend up to $2-3 million, but you get what you pay for.
Yes, you do, especially out there. And by the way, if you guys want us to do a direct comparison video between like a Timnath, a Windsor, Timnath, Fort Collins, let us know in the comments, because that's a video we've been talking about doing for quite a while now, because they do directly kind of compare, especially Fort Collins to Timnath, because they are so dang close together.
Yeah, we just want to get out videos that you guys want to watch and that we can bring value to, so don't hesitate to just let us know. It's not going to hurt my feelings. I don't know if Connor has feelings, so
yeah, I'm pretty much just a stick.
Yeah, stick in the mud. No. Now let's talk about something most buyers don't fully understand when they start looking at Timnath. It's going to be HOAs, it's going to be Metro tax, and property taxes.
Yeah, the ones that hurt the most, because honestly, this is where people are going to get a little surprised, I think.
Yeah, in Timnath Ranch, HOA fees commonly range between $75 and $150 a month.
Yeah, that's not very fun to think about. In like neighborhoods like Wild Wing, which have some pretty sweet amenities, you're looking at your HOA being $100 to $200 per month to provide those amenities on top of your taxes and Metro District taxes.
Yeah, and that wonderful Harmony Club that we always talk about can range anywhere from $250 to $700 plus, depending on the property type and the services that you include, which could be snow removal, your golf passes, everything like that.
Yep, and just a heads up, if you're thinking about moving to Harmony Club, I work there on the golf course. That is an additional cost. There is a waiting list to get onto the Harmony Club for the golf, so just something to think about as you kind of start looking.
Connor and I both know that I won't need to be on that waiting list because my golf game is non-existent. I'm more of a social golfer.
Yeah, we went out and played the country club up in Fort Collins, and man, it was a great laugh for me at least.
Yeah, we were with some great lenders that we have, the Whitlock Group, Chris and Joe. They were awesome. They took us out for that afternoon. I still agreed to play 18 holes.
He made it 15.
I should have been playing putt-putt is what I should have been doing, like glow in the dark. These guys are like 3 pros, and I cannot hang with the big dogs on the golf course. I will promise you that.
I think he made it past the red tees twice, if you want to know how great it was.
Ouch!
But anyways, we'll go past that. Now we talked about the HOA costs. Let's jump into those Metro districts. If you guys need some more information on what a Metro district is, reach out to us, but we're not going to go through and explain it in depth. But it really just adds more cost to your taxes at the end of the day, which in Timnath, you can run anywhere between $1,500 on the low end.
Which is going to be like your condos and like your duplex townhome situation.
Yep, and it can get up to over $5,000 annually, depending on what neighbor you're in as well.
Absolutely, and that's why we always tell buyers, don't ask what does the house cost, ask what the total monthly cost is going to be, because if you're not expecting those higher taxes and the metro taxes, you are going to be shocked. It's going to be like a sticker shock of how much your monthly cost is when those taxes are accounted for.
Yeah, and just think about it this way. Like our taxes here in Loveland, for my house, it's a 3,800 square foot house. Our taxes without a metro district are going to be around $3,000 a year.
Yeah. So you can it's usually going to be about that 6.6 to 0.7%, 6, 7. In Timnath, it's a little bit higher. Most metros are going to be hovering around that 1%, maybe 1.1. I do know Timnath Ranch goes all the way up to 1.4%. So for your total taxes, which it adds up quick. So
yeah, so your taxes are going to probably be anywhere between $5,000, typically at the minimum, around up to about that $7,000 to $10,000 mark, just depending, obviously, what neighborhood you're going to choose.
Absolutely. So just one thing to keep in consideration when doing that relocate to Timnath is metro taxes.
Definitely. Now, if you work from home, you might not care about this, but one of the biggest advantages that Timnath does have is location.
Yeah, you're approximately 15 to 20 minutes from Old Town Fort Collins, only about 10 minutes from Windsor. You got 20 minutes to Centura, and then 15, 20 minutes to UC Health.
Yep, and if you're looking to go to DIA, you're about an hour away. And if you're wanting to get up into the Rocky Mountain National Park, which, again, ain't that far away, you're probably at that hour and a half mark, depending on how traffic flows.
So you get newer homes and suburban living while still being very close to everything.
Yep, the nice part is you're right next to I-25, so access to get places is actually pretty sweet.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're in the downtown or midtown of Fort Collins, it's going to take you twice as long getting anywhere because you're going to be fighting thousands of red lights. You got the dang lights that have the tickets if you go too fast or you go past a red light. There's a lot of crap you got to pay attention to. Timnath has a lot easier commuting access.
Correct. And if I'm going to go get grub instead of going to downtown Fort Collins, I'm honestly going to take that shorter route to downtown Windsor. I have a lot of places I love there. Yep. Peculiar, the brewery that's there. I love the Windsor Mill Tavern.
That's
like one
spot.
of my favorite places to eat. The Hearth is awesome downtown.
Top-notch.
Chimney Park is going to be a top-notch steakhouse. So if I'm in Timnath, I'm going to be using those Windsor amenities as far as that downtown life. And
screw that Fort Collins lifestyle. We're going to Timnath and Loveland.
Here we go.
Now let's talk about the downsides of Timnath, Colorado, the cons.
Cons. Yeah, because everybody has them. Number one is going to be the growth. Timnath is growing extremely fast.
Probably a little too fast in my opinion. I like the smaller towns. I get it. Which means you're going to be dealing with that construction. You're going to be dealing with traffic. You're going to be dealing with development across everything in Timnath right now because it is building rapidly.
Yeah, the next con we all know, of course, is going to be the cost.
Yeah.
It's simply not budget friendly.
Yeah, it isn't. You can get a lot cheaper over in Loveland. You can get a lot cheaper in Timnath. Fort Collins, kind of debatable on that, in my opinion. But number 3 is going to be the character. If you're looking for that historic downtown charm, Timnath really isn't the Fort Collins or Loveland, that you're going to expect. Their downtown is pretty minimal. I think they got a hair salon down there.
Yeah, I have a friend that works at that hair salon.
No way.
Right next to the police station. Because I was like, where's it at? And she was telling me. But, I mean, they're growing and they're going to have some of those amenities coming to cater to Timnath, but there's just not going to be a ton.
It's going to be you're going to be seeing more commercial, newer development there. You're like you said, you're going to be seeing the Costco. You're going to be seeing the In-N-Outs. It's going to be more commercial friendly versus old town historic. Keep it, the same as it always has.
Absolutely, they're 2 blocks of their downtown. It's just not ever going to compare to anything else. But finally, the last con is going to be the mature trees established neighborhoods are still limited because everything is so new and all these communities are brand new. So if you're looking for that mature vegetation and that coverage and whatnot, you're just not going to find that in Timnath.
Yep, most of those neighborhoods were built in 2017, 2018, 2019. When I worked out at Harmony Golf Club, there was no neighborhoods around other than Harmony Golf Club.
Yeah.
And so Harmony is the most mature landscaping you will see. And then I would say Timnath Ranch would be next. Mm-hmm. And then Wild Wing is still pretty barren out there. Yeah. But the nice part is you might be missing out on the trees, but you're getting those views, man. I'll tell you that.
You're getting the views, you're getting the parks, you're getting the pools, you're getting the trails, you're getting everything else except for the trees. And if you find a home that you love, and
you're going to live there 30 years.
You're going to have trees. We're all going to have trees one day. So
yeah, you just got to take care of them. Treat them like your babies.
Yeah.
And they'll grow great.
Lock them up, trim them, feed them.
Yep.
Just joking. We don't lock up our babies.
Exactly. So, Is Timnath gonna be worth it?
Well, for the right buyer, absolutely.
Yeah, so let me think. Great schools, beautiful neighborhoods, modern homes, amazing amenities. I mean, it's pretty hard to beat it.
Yeah, but those great benefits absolutely come at a premium.
Yeah, and if you're looking for that luxury suburban living in northern Colorado, Timnath deserves a serious look because it is going to give you that resort feel as you drive through those neighborhoods.
Yeah, so if you're thinking about relocating to Timnath or anywhere here in northern Colorado, we want to help figure out which community fits your goals, your budget, and your lifestyle. Reach out anytime to us.
Yeah, call us, text us, email us, pigeon us, message us. Whatever works best for you guys, we will be there to reach out to you.
Yeah, and please, if you got any value out of today's video, make sure to like, subscribe, share with someone you're thinking about moving to Colorado. Write us a comment and we'll get back to you. We just love that interaction and reassurance that we're providing you something that is actually helpful.
Yeah, we appreciate you every single time you guys watch these videos because we put some time into these.
Absolutely. So until next time, keep it real.
Peace.